Welcome to Dance to Heal. I'm your host, Jenny C. Cohen. Join me as I share stories of how dance and movement can bring healing in a way that is safe and tailored to your life. I'm a cancer survivor, mother of two, and an award-winning performer who found that movement was vital to my recovery. I created Dance to Heal Wellness and also authored the best-selling book, Outside in Recovery, Dancing My Way Back to Myself After Breast Cancer. I will bring new techniques to help you on your dance journey and healing path. Are you ready to move? Dance to Heal starts now. Happy July. We are now coming up on, I think, a little under 2 weeks to my birthday. I'm going to read to you today's boundaries. It's July 16th of this episode launch. Here you go, ready? Say no if your peace of mind will be compromised by saying yes. Say no if your peace of mind will be compromised by saying yes. I will be 57 soon, and this rule of being able to say no because it would compromise me is, I'm happy to say, a skill I'm finally learning. Why? Because oftentimes when I don't say no, even when I want to, I end up saying yes to more stress, loss of peace, resentment that builds. I'm known to be a helper, and I would prefer to be known as an effective person when I'm needed. If you're a helper and you love being a helper, that's amazing. I was taught that I needed to serve for safety. So I used to just help anyone and anything and any situation that I perceived as needing help. What in your life are you saying yes to when no would be a better answer? Okay? I revisited this particular conversation, I think, or even this topic of saying no many times because we need to hear it in different ways. One of the things that most dance instructors complain about, or most teachers of any type of industry will complain about, or at least will lament to each other, is my guest teacher made such a difference in my students. Why don't they listen to me when I said the same thing? Of course, like all those months before, but all of a sudden this new person says it their way, and it's as if it's this brand new thought. And I'm going to suggest, because I've learned this from me as a student, is that sometimes the lesson needs to be taught through a different lens. All right? And for me, learning to say no has been tested out in many different situations, many times, many types of people, just to make sure I'm clear. Similar, so I'm going to equate myself to dog training, okay? We've had 3 dogs to date. We actually, at one point, in all of the total number of dogs we've ever had, there have been 6. 6 dogs. Our first 2 were these 2 Shih Tzus that were from different families and adopted different times. One of them, and then a 3rd dog from before was, I think, Peanut 1. And this puppy decided it did not want to be trained in any way. It was very angry. And then we got the other 2 Shih Tzus, and they were kind of okay with training. And then our current dogs are very good with training. I mean, as they've aged, they've gotten a little bit more cantankerous. However, for the most part, they know their commands. And one of the things that I learned in training all of these dogs is I might teach them one rule, which is don't pee inside. We had one particular dog who was a rescue. She learned the lesson. I don't pee here. And then she would pee over there. Should I pee there? No, that's not good. Okay. How about over here? No? How about when there's a new person in the house? Can I pee here now? No? Okay. So a lot of times, once I've learned to say no, like you will, the universe will test you. Kind of like my puppies did. If you have dogs, you understand what I'm saying. Oh, so you can say no to this type of person in this situation. How about a different person? How about the same person with a different situation? How about more than one person asking the same demand of you? Yes? Is that starting to sink in a little bit? Yeah? It doesn't just have to do with saying no per se. How about when you say yes? That's another way of saying no too, correct? Right? I learned recently, I used to call the people that I paid to coach me, I used to call them my mentors. And I was at an event of a mastermind where I was educated, at least the very amazing speaker was saying, I didn't mean that you ever pay a mentor. A mentor is someone who does not get any money from you. They see potential and they're so giving a person or so inspired to that they will coach you or mentor you, and there's no money exchanged. I was like, oh, all right then. So I loved this designation between mentor and a coach. Yes. So I was like, oh, all the people in my lives are mostly coaches. I have one or two mentors that, out of the goodness of their hearts and the generosity of who they are, of their spirit, they will help me. Yeah. And then the rest of the people that I've worked with, they're my coaches, and they're amazing coaches, amazing people. And I'm still paying them, and they're still expecting moolah from me for the exchange. Yes? And when I phrase it like that, then I'm able to be better understanding when it's time to say, oh, you know what, we're kind of done in this relationship of me paying you money for you to coach me. Does that make sense? Because in the past, I would mix the two. I would think a coach was like a mentor, and I would give misplaced loyalty. I would stay with people for longer than I needed to out of loyalty, even when what I had paid for was already given to me or not delivered. Okay? This is really important, especially if you're someone who always gives to people. Occasionally and eventually, you'll run out of money and energy and time. And you'll have to make decisions about, oh, do I stay with this person as a coach? Or do I move on to other people? Yeah? Or I run out of money. I can't go into debt staying with this coach. And this could be a coach in anything. It could be a dance instructor. It could be a life coach. It could be a fitness coach, because I just hired I just participated in a personal trainer such situation where I am trusting this coach to help me with the things that I want assistance in, all the way from muscle building to being aware of what healthy eating is, right? Because I was told this, and it made sense because of what I help my clients with, that my binge eating is just because I'm not getting enough nutrition, and so I'll have cravings that aren't necessarily what I want. It's just my body trying to explain to me, hey, you didn't get enough nutrients, so I'm gonna make you hungry. And then, because I'm busy, I'll grab anything to eat, and then like splurge on a bag of cauliflower tubes. It's this yummy snack, when really I needed a piece of fruit, right? And I'm noticing that. I mean, walking into the actual starting of the program, I was very resistant to this idea of counting and noting what I was eating and drinking. And I will tell you, I already feel a difference. And it's only day 2, 3, because my body really appreciates me going, oh, I'm going to make the choice to make the time to spend my energy on what's going to make me feel better. Yeah? Okay. So we're going to close out this episode. We're going to include another portion of that talk that I gave in this episode, because I know from feedback I've gotten, there's been a lot of value from that particular segment, and I want to share some more sections of it. I won't be able to share the whole thing. If you want to have the whole thing, feel free to, let's do this. Feel free to message me on any of my social media platforms, LinkedIn, I think even TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. It'll be harder on YouTube if you're watching this on the YouTube, but you can also in the comments say full section or something like that. I would like the recording to the full segment, right? Or something like that. So I know you want the full recording. Okay. All right. So that's it for today. We'll see you next time. Bye. How often do you allow yourself that emotion? What? What? You're allowed to feel like pissy? Yes, you are. How often do you allow yourself rage? Women, we're never allowed to. Put a 1 if you know what I'm talking about in the chat. Yes, I know. 1. 1 means like, yeah, we're not allowed to be mad. We're supposed to be demure. Maybe a little bit off-put. But we're not be like, I'm pissed. No one's allowed that, are we? No. And then for a while in my marriage, if I got mad, my husband would get scared. He'd think I would leave him. I was never allowed to be like, I'm pissed at you. He'd be like, oh my God, are you going to leave him? No, I'm just mad at you. Like, let me talk about it. And he'd be like, I can't deal with it, right? If you allow yourself an emotion, emotions normally don't last more than 90 seconds. Anything beyond 90 seconds, guess what? You're not feeling an emotion anymore. Have you ever tried it? It's when you try and repress it, you don't let yourself feel the emotion, that it starts to expand in your body. I just spit all over myself. I'm so excited. Do you understand? You must feel the emotion. 90 seconds. After that, you may find it moves out of your body, especially if you do a dance. So we're going to do that right now. Feel. I'm going to give you permission. You're allowed to feel sadness. Oh my God, what? That's not allowed. Yes, it is. Did you see the news today? It's a lot of reason to be sad. Did you look at your life today? I'm mourning. Yes, I'm mourning quite a lot of things. So are you. I know that. So give yourself a second to feel that. I'm going to play one of my songs that always can allow sadness to be in you. The whole song is 2 minutes. If you really feel, so here's your prep work before. Everyone tune into your favorite smell of something. I always have Earl Grey tea. Earl Grey tea is in here. Okay, so I smell my Earl Grey tea. Smell your favorite smell. I've had people tell me they love the smell and taste of butter. Whatever makes you happy, okay? Whatever is your favorite. Chocolate, puppies. No, not taste of puppies. Smell and taste of your favorite taste. Okay, so smell and taste. And I'm going to put up on a really pretty song. You're going to hear that music. Tune into those 3 things. Smell, taste, hearing. If you're seated, which I think everybody is, feel your butt in the seat. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel your clothing on your body. Let your clothing feel you. What? Yes, take up that space. Smell, taste, hearing, feeling. And then what you're going to do is not really focus hard on me per se. You're going to open up your visual field all around you without your eyeballs moving. So you're going to soft gaze at us. And then sway and start moving to my song. And allow, now try and keep your eyes open if you can, smell, taste, hearing, feeling your body in your seat, eye gaze, tuning into your peripheral field. Allow yourself to think about something and feel your sadness. Don't forget to breathe. Good. That was only 30 seconds, folks. How about this one? Let's try this one. I have to answer this one. I always cry during this piece. Now, some of us, you're holding your arms down because you're afraid I might make a judgment. I'm not looking at you. If you feel like your arms want to be doing like this underneath the Zoom, you can do that. If you want to move the shoulders, let your chest feel where you might feel grief. Feel your 5 senses. Smell, taste. Feel your body. Right? So here's the thing. When you allow yourself to feel the unpleasant feelings and then you move to expel them out of your body, you may notice a shift in how you feel about feelings. To be a leader means you have to be able to deal with the uncomfortable feelings in yourself and in the people that are looking to you as the leader, correct? Thanks for listening to Dance to Heal with Jenny C. Cohen. Come back next time to hear stories of recovery through movement and learn more ways that you can move your body. To work with me and continue your journey, visit OutsideInRecovery.com. Are you ready to move?